Marvin Correa. Do's and don'ts. Do's and don'ts. Marvin Correa.
Way back in January 2018, I was told the rule of 3 is for Toastmasters. You shouldn't go past 3 items when you're saying something or a list because it will be more memorable. Well, today I have 5 items that I wanted to discuss as far as do's and don'ts with your spouse. Number 1, A. Do not awaken your wife or your spouse by telling, "Hon, are you awake? Are you awake?" Or the opposite also, "Are you asleep?" She's like, "No, I'm awake." But do take their advice. I always ask my wife how I should dress for an occasion, and she told me how to dress today. I'm glad to say I think I look good. Number 2, don't choke your wife when you're around the neck, and that's N. Number 2, N. I practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, by the way. And that's why I know I got some blank stares. Don't choke your wife. Yes, obviously. I practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and one of the moves that we do is the rear naked choke, which is we go around the neck and then squeeze a little bit, but not too hard, of course. Yes, we actually pay other people so we can get ourselves choked. But again, number 2, do not choke your spouse too hard, okay? Because they will probably not be happy with you after the fact. And the fact that you have to sleep in the same bed later that day, it's probably not a good thing. But do be nice to them. While you're choking them or after. Think about when you first met, the fact that you were very comfortable with them, you wanted to impress them. Be nice to them. Number 3, and again, don't use your nose when you're going in for a kiss. Don't go straight in. Turn your head a little bit. Because if you go straight in, of course, then you bump noses. Nobody likes to bump noses when they're giving a kiss. But do be nosy to a certain extent. Be nosy by asking about your spouse. What have they done during the day? Be curious about them and interested in them. Do be nosy. Number 4, don't open the lid to the crock pot where she's cooking as you walk in the door and you smell the wonderful fumes of evening dinner. Don't open the crock pot lid, you damage the dinner. But do open your heart to your spouse. You want to be open with them. They're there with you for a reason. They enjoy being with you. They want to know about you. Share personal facts, especially if you've been with your spouse for a long time. Do open your heart. Number 5, why? Don't yell at your spouse. This one should be obvious, along with choking probably. Don't yell at your spouse. Who likes to be yelled at? Think about when you're a kid, or when I was in the Army, for example. I get yelled at all the time because of stupid things that I did in the Army. So don't yell at your spouse, but do yearn for your spouse. Have that desire that you had at the very beginning when you first met, that passion that you had. Yearn, have that yearning. So there you are, 5 things that you do and don't want to do with your spouse. Now, if you're paying attention, it's A, for don't awaken your spouse, and also do take their advice, and for don't choke their neck too bad, but do be nice. Another N for nose, so don't bump noses, but do be nosy. O for don't open the lid, and do open your heart. And Y for don't yell, but do yearn. What does that spell? Don't annoy your spouse. If you remember nothing else, don't annoy your spouse. I know I've learned that often. I have to relearn it almost every week. I won't say every day, every week. Don't annoy your spouse, but at the very end, do be amorous. Be that loving, kind person that they desire. Be that person. Be amorous. Mr. Contest Master.